Hari Om. Welcome to the Monday Energizer. We are at week 7. So, how is the Josh? How are you all? How was your last week? How is the energy level? We covered a lot about energy last week. So, where you are standing right now? Are you ready to take your game to the next level? So what we covered in last 1 to 6, let's see that first. And before that, let us go through what we stand for, what are our principles and foundation. So welcome to Spiritually Wealthy. We are here to give maximum happiness and receive maximum happiness. These are the principles based on which we are working, which is giving us a very strong foundation. So the first is Viveka or common sense. We come across all the pairs of opposite. We should have both of them. I will just give you an example of speed. So when we work in the world, we have to be fast. And when we work in our inner self, we have to slow down. So like speed, we have another pair of opposite, heat and cold. We require heat also, we require cold also. So this pair of opposites, many pairs of opposites are there, we have to apply our common sense, viveka, where to apply which of one. Second principle which we are working and which gives us a very strong foundation is self-reliance. Self-reliance in all areas of life. Third is compassion. Compassion for all. Compassion for myself so that I can learn. And compassion for others so that I can teach. We are in the knowledge business. We are in path of knowledge. So compassion. Integrity. What thoughts we entertain, based on that our words are formed, and that creates our action. So whatever I think I say, whatever I say I do. Integrity. And above all is the truth. To know the truth and abide in it. So these are the principles which we follow, which gives us a very strong foundation. Our life moves around in 3 stages. You may experience these 3 stages in a day also. But these are war zone, garden zone and liberation zone. So we offer our services at all 3 levels, war zone, garden zone or liberation zone. If you want to know about the zones, please check the link below about our next webinar. It will be very clearly explained in that webinar. We have one goal to achieve, and that is liberation. We are achieving our financial liberation through digital media, and we are achieving our spiritual liberation through the principles of Advaita Vedanta. The philosophy, very detailed, which is very profound and explained in detail by Bhagwan Adi Shankaracharya. So these are our principles and values which gives us very strong foundation. We go through all the levels of life and we have one goal to achieve, that is liberation. So welcome once again to Spiritually Wealthy. So what we saw in the week 1 is we started a 10-week journey and we are at week number 7. This journey is to build our commitment muscle. And this will improve our qualifications, the 6-fold qualifications which is required for a spiritual seeker to accomplish their goals. What are the 6 qualifications? Shama, Tama, Uparama, Titiksha, Shraddha and Samadhana. Week word is certainty. On the first week, we learn about the certainty. So are you now certain about your actions? Are you doing what you are doing, or you are just still trying? If you want to know what I say, Just go through the week 1 video and you will come to know. Week number 2 word was awareness. Awareness about what is happening. And this journey is to build your confidence and not break it down. More about this in the week 2 video. We covered in detail about awareness. Week number 3's word is encouraging vocabulary. Encouraging vocabulary. Are your words fragrant or you are stinky? Just go through this video and you will come to know that your vocabulary should be encouraging and not discouraging to yourself and the people around you. Week number 4, our word was kindness with boundaries. Only kindness will not work. If you are just kind, people take advantage of you. You have to set the boundaries when you are working in the world. So when you say yes, it should come out of love. When you say no, it should be out of love. And you have to learn both the things, to say yes and to say no. And we have to learn to say no to many things, to move forward, to build our commitment muscles, to build the right you. Week number 5, there are 3 kinds of people we learn about. One is ordinary, extraordinary, and great. We learn how to measure our greatness. So we have this habit tracker to measure it, and I hope you have all 28 by 28 points this week, and you are falling under the great category. So under 12, if you have achieved, you are falling into ordinary category. Extraordinary is 13 to 19, and if you have achieved 20 to 21, great. We add one more row last week, so it's now 28. You go through the week number 5 video for that. Extraordinary. For extra, our journey is from ordinary to extraordinary and extraordinary to great. I hope you all and wish you all the best to fall under the category of great. Now, week number 6, our word was amplified energy, and we saw JALSA. JALSA in the background of the text, Shiva Aparadha Kshamapana Stotram. So where you are in JALSA. So at least start saying, whenever someone asks you, how are you, say JALSA. So how is the Josh now? Does your energy amplified with our last week video? Are you getting more energy to do work, to accomplish your goals? You are here because you want to learn. You are here because you have put money, time and effort in improving yourself. You are here because you bought the courses and applied them in your life. This makes you extraordinary, but you have to put forth effort to become great. Now, let us start this week's work. We have a very important topic to cover today, and this topic will give you much more clarity about your life. And if you have any questions, you can always put them into the comments, whether you are watching this on YouTube or you are listening to the podcast. So today's topic, let us unfold that. Today's word is learned optimism. And this we will learn optimism through the law of karma. Law of karma is a scientific theory, and it is a great contribution of Vedantic philosophy to the humankind. It takes care of your past, present, and future. Now, what we do is we misunderstood the law of karma as law of destiny, that is, law of prarabdha. Actually, law of destiny is just first part of law of karma. And human beings, what the law of destiny says as human beings are victims of the past. Law of destiny says what you are facing today is because of the past karmas. That is only the first part of law of karma. Law of karma is very positive, very dynamic, and gives you the authority to change your future. It is just not taking care of your present and past, but it also talks about your future and gives you the tool to change the future. The law of karma is all inclusive, past, present, and future. And it gives you the greatest tool to change your future, and that is the tool called Purushartha, self-effort. What one meets in life is destiny. That is a cause and effect. Whatever you did in past that has come up, this your present state is your because of your past karmas. You have to take the responsibility of your past, whatever you did. Now, whatever position, state you are in is your karma. Take full responsibility. While taking the responsibility, you must know that you have all the authority, the tool, which I told, self-effort in your hand to change your future. In past, you might have taken the path of pleasant and you are facing the consequences. And now you can take the path of good. So what is the path of pleasant and path of good? You have to be part of spiritually wealthy community to learn more about the path of pleasant and path of good. But today what we are going to cover is law of karma. Now, law of karma and self-effort, the tool self-effort is a great tool. How to understand this principle? Let us take the example of the river and boat. A river is flowing at a certain speed and the boat with the motor has its own speed. So, your boat is your present and the boat is having a certain speed, which is your self-effort. The self-effort is having your own speed, that is boat, and river is your destiny. So when a boat is floating in a river, if it is applying the self-effort in a direction, if the river is flowing in the same direction, your speed will increase. Let us say a boat that is self-effort is 8 miles per hour, then and river is flowing at 2 miles per hour. Then your speed, if you are flowing with the river, your speed will be 10 miles per hour. But if you are flowing in the opposite direction, then your speed will decrease and it will be 6 miles per hour if you are in an opposite direction. Now, this is just one part of it. With the second example, it may become more clear. Let us say you want to apply a blue color on a wall which is already painted yellow. Now when you start applying the blue color, then mixing the blue with the yellow wall, it will produce green. And when you apply the second coat, the third coat, the blue appears on the wall and yellow goes away. The yellow background is your destiny. It is your prarabdha, it is your past karmas. And the blue color which you are applying on the wall is your present. So when you apply your effort with a continuous persistent effort, you will be able to change your destiny, whatever your past karma is. Now certain times we don't know why this has happened to me. I was noble since my last 1 decade. I was noble, I was doing everything fine, and all of a sudden you will find that noble person into jail because of the 20-year back he has done some crime and now the judgment has come. So whatever you are facing, it may happen, might have happened in this life or from your past life. In present life, everything was going fine and all of a sudden you fall sick or all of a sudden you lose some loved one, or your loved one falls sick, or or suddenly you lose your job, or some environment changes. So the past karma has arrived, but what you have in your hand is the tool to change it, and that is your self-effort. Destiny is only the first part of law of karma, that you are the effect of the cause, that is your past karma. But you can create a new future with the self-effort. Now I hope it is absolutely clear in your mind about what is destiny and what is self-effort and what is law of karma. So are you excited to create a new future? Now, in the present moment, when you are facing the reality, what has arrived, look for the good in everything. Look for the good in everything. Look around and you will find many things which are good. This will give you calmness to face the situation. Second, whatever has come up, seek the valuable lesson from the present situation. What lesson you are learning? If you are learning today, you have a fantastic clarity about law of karma and law of destiny. You are learning. So seek the valuable lesson from the situation which has arrived. And then look for the good in everything and keep a solution mindset. Ask for what you want rather what you don't want. So what you want to create, start creating it. Start applying that blue paint on your wall. And you will have a fantastic blue wall at the end of. And you will arrive soon with a fantastic blue colored wall. And fourth one, optimists live in the future, pessimists live in the past. In the present moment, learn the right lesson, look for the good in everything, and live an optimist life for the future, for the better future and fantastic future. So what are the actions now? So action is 100% commitment, set your habit tracker and strive for 28 by 28. This video is available on our podcast and on our YouTube channel. Subscribe to our YouTube channel and click the bell icon. This is also available on our podcast, so listen to it. You can always send email to us for your queries. Join our webinar for better clarity, ask question live. Magic can happen. Miracles can happen every minute. Thank you very much, and I wish you all the very best for the future. Do visit our website ruchir.com, and if you wish to have a conversation, you can book an appointment also. I wish you all the very best. Hari Om.